also get charged a PayPal fee, depending on where you're located. In the U.S., you're going to get charged 2.9%. International users will get charged 3.9%. And another thing to consider is sales tax, which I'm going to go over a couple of things with you that I've touched on in the updated training in Prime for eBay. There are several suppliers that don't charge sales tax in every state. So using those suppliers will actually give you a better profit. So what I want to mention is the Advanced Listing Creator uses a 5.56% weighted rate. However, there are some states that charge as high up as 8%. So if you have downloaded the Excel spreadsheet, the manual tracking spreadsheet, can you let me know? Did you enjoy it? Okay. So in that spreadsheet, we basically take into consideration 8% sales tax. So for example, Ed, for example, if for example we listed something on Amazon and they only charged us, for example, maybe 6%, and you ended up charging 8% sales tax, then you got more. Yeah, I know New York is a little higher, so, and we'll get into that. So what I want to go over here is the Advanced Listing Creator uses 5.56. So to cover anything, you could add an additional 3-4% onto the profit you want to make. Also looking, okay, I'm trying to keep up with your questions as well as talk here. So what I want to mention here is, yes, Amazon does charge sales tax in a lot of states. However, Overstock and Wayfair only charge in, I think it's 4 or 5 states, which I did mention that in the new training that has been updated in Prime. Nancy, the spreadsheet is directly under the video in Prime on how to manually track your items. There's a spreadsheet with a downloadable link there. Okay, so using Overstock and Wayfair is going to yes, same with Hayneedle. So using Overstock and Wayfair and even Hayneedle, you end up most of the time making more profit because they do not charge sales tax in every state. So I just did want to go over that, and that is mentioned. My name is Carly J. William. I'm the voice that you hear on most of the training videos. Okay, so since we covered on sales tax and we've talked about fees, what I would like to do is talk about, I'd like to talk about how to how to actually price your eBay items correctly. Dale. Okay, I'm not going to look at any more questions. We're just going to talk right now. Okay, so in the new training that we recently updated, I do mention this calculator here, finalfeecalculator.com, which is, you should be able to see it here. So you can easily put the information in this calculator to see what type of profit that you're going to make. Give me 1 second. Interesting. Okay. So let's go to, for example, we'll go do a search on eBay for, say, let's try shoe rack. And we can go over here on the left-hand side and we'll click on sold items. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Let's look at find one that we would be willing to list. Here, let's try an additional search. Okay. So the sold here. So let's take this for example. If we were going to list this particular item, we want to see how much profit we could make. So by using this external tool here, eBay fee calculator, and we were able to put the sold price, $136.99. Say, for example, we found the item at, say, $98. You can see here that you are making a profit. This calculator takes into consideration your eBay fees and your PayPal fees. The only thing I would suggest adding to that is the sales tax. So, for example, if we added, say the sales tax was going to be like $8, for example, that takes into consideration your cost, so it's showing you that you're actually making $13.02. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so and as far as what you're doing as far as looking at this particular item, if you have, say, 4 or 5 of the same product, okay, let me explain. I added the sales tax into the shipping cost because they have no field for sales tax. So I wanted to make sure that that sales tax was calculated into the profit. As far as the Infiniai percentage, when you sell an item, depending on your level, it starts at 2% and goes as high as 3%. The calculator is at finalfeecalculator.com. I did go over this in the training, the updated training into Prime eBay. Okay, so let me explain one other thing. For example, if we found 4 or 5 different suppliers that are listing this and we have different prices, well, what I would suggest is that you price the item not the highest but not the lowest, so somewhere in the middle. Let me take a look and see if we have any questions. Yes, Belinda, you're correct. So depending on where the customer is when you order this from your supplier is how the sales tax is charged. Do we still use overall tax? Okay. Yes, I recommend always using free shipping even if you are charged a shipping cost. I would just add that shipping cost into your listing price. Okay, so now that we went over that, let me stop for a second and see what kind of questions we have. Okay, does it matter if you import? Okay, calculator, can we adjust the calculator for international PayPal fees? This, I don't believe so. However, there is another one that I use for Bonanza. Let's see here. You can actually, this one is SaleCalc, SALECALC.com/Bonanza. You can actually edit this. So you could actually put your own fee in there. Let me see here. Okay, the calculator, the eBay calculator is at finalfeecalculator.com. Okay. Going over some questions here. Give me a second. Yes, Jackie, you are correct. You can use the SaleCalc for both. There are several calculators out there on the internet. Those are the 2 that I use. The Sales tax is computed on the customer's shipping address. That is correct, Ron. Thank you, Jackie. I think that was funny. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. Who here is interested in learning some Bonanza stuff? I love Bonanza. And I have to admit, I am absolutely in love with the Bonanza lister. Okay. So let's talk about finding items to list for Bonanza. First, let me go through a couple things about Bonanza, because Bonanza is absolutely awesome, especially for international users. You definitely want to get into Bonanza. You're not going to have all the restrictions from eBay. I see some sales. First sale on Bonanza, $675. Wow. Okay, let me show you where the Bonanza lister is in the back office. Okay, you can see the back office screen now. Yes. Okay, so if we go to products over here on the left-hand side, go to Prime, go to Tools, and click on Bonanza. And now you guys are going to see all my Bonanza listings. Okay, so in here, the only thing that you need to do is click on Create to get to the lister. And we will go through this in just a second, but I want to go over a few things for the international members. Bonanza has a lot less wow. Okay. Okay, Bonanza has a lot less fees. You're not going to have the 10% eBay fee. You still will have PayPal fees. There's unlimited possibilities with Bonanza. So first, what I want to do is I want to go over to Google, and we can type in a keyword on something we want to sell. For example, say we want to sell a dining room set. Okay, so everyone can see these here, the ads here. Okay, so based on the search that I did inside Google, these are the ones that are being advertised. Okay, so you can see a lot of different prices as far as a dining room set. So we can go to one of our suppliers, Overstock for example, and find a dining room set. Okay, so the one thing I would look at over here is I see a 5-piece, 5-piece, 6-piece. So I would want to look for a 5 or 6-piece dining room set. So we can redo our search. 5-piece dining room set. Okay. 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 So by doing a simple search in Overstock, we can then look for a comparable dining room set. So based on looking at these ads, we can tell by looking at these that they are different in pieces or different in design. So we want to find something that is similar, basically. So we can then go and start looking for something similar. So just scroll through here a little bit. So 5-piece dining room set there. Okay, so based on the search that we did on Google, we could then list a dining room set on Bonanza. Now, as you can see, the price is $384. So if we went over to the Bonanza fee calculator and put in the cost, for example, I can even put what I want to make on it, and the calculator will actually tell me what to list it for. Okay? So if I wanted to make $30 profit, as you can see here, it's telling you exactly what to list your sales price at. So even at $453, based on what is showing in here, as you can see, we are lower than most of them, but higher, I think higher than one. Yeah, higher than one. So as you can see, you don't want to be the highest price, but you don't want to be the lowest price. So you want something comparable to what is showing up in the Google ads. Make sense? Okay. So let's go ahead and list this particular item with the Bonanza lister. Okay? So we're going to copy the clean URL. For anyone that does not know what a clean URL is, over here in the training, if you go to Products, Prime, and then Training, there is a section called Using the Tools, and there is a video called Understanding Supplier URLs. And this will explain what a clean URL is. Okay? So let's go back to the Bonanza lister, which will go to Product, Prime, Tools, and then Bonanza. Okay, I'm going to go over here and click on Create. I'm going to select Overstock as my store. I'm going to paste the link and click on Listing. Okay, so the first thing that we recommend is we're going to find the category. Okay, so we know that this is going to be home and garden, and we're going to click on furniture. Okay, I'm going to not be answering any questions till Q&A. I want to keep the training as valuable as possible. Excuse me. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find the dining room set. And I think I passed it. Give me 1 second. Okay. Where did it go? There it is. Kind of small. Okay, so once I have done that, I'm going to build a title. I'm going to remove the title that came with it, and what I want to do is I'm going to take a look at what's coming up on Google. Okay, so I'm going to look at the different listings that are coming up. Kitchen furniture. I'm looking for keywords. So as you can see, formal, small, modern. I'm going to go with modern dining room set to start this title out with. So we're going to come over here and we're going to start there. Now let's go back and look at the actual listing. It's 5-piece. So we can go back and we can add 5-piece in the title. And let's go back at and take a look what kind of features it has. So we can scroll down here to the description. And it's made of oak wood, We can use oak wood. We could use light cappuccino in the color. We want to use descriptive words now. So we will go through, we'll add oak wood. Okay, and you guys can see the characters changing just like it does with the Advanced Listing Creator, correct? You can see that? Okay, awesome. Okay, so we have just a few more characters left over. Let's see what else we can add in there. So we can add chairs in there. Chairs is a good keyword. Upholstered. We can say upholstered chairs if we have enough, which I don't think we will. So actually I'm going to take out oak wood. Oh my goodness, we got, that is a perfect title. That's all I can tell you. So, and again, you have to understand that depending on the person that is making the listing, somebody may have added a table for a keyword, somebody may add different things. That's why that it works individually for us. So now that I have a title, I'm just going to copy that, and we're going to go down here, and we'll say dining room. Number of pieces is 5. Brand, I don't know that that's going to be in there. No, there's not. So we're going to skip that. Color, just say brown for now. Style, we can say modern to match our title. Okay, let me explain the difference between Bonanza and the Advanced Listing Creator. Bonanza titles are 60 characters long, where on eBay you can use 80, and this is to help rank in Google. So that's, I wanted to answer that question real quick. I apologize. Okay. Condition, we want new. I'm going to skip these two here. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we want to add some percentage. And based on what we looked at up here on the advertisement for Google, we decided we wanted it around, say, 700. So let's go back over here, and we can just adjust this. I'm not going to go over 30, just so you know. Okay, so let's go to the shipping. We're going to use free shipping, and we're going to use economy 1 to 10 days. Is everybody following along? Am I going too fast? I'm going too fast. No? Good, good. Okay. So we're now going to go to the product information. Returns accepted. I'm going to leave refunds at see booth item description for details. Refill my quantity. I'll normally put 2. The SKU I will normally move out, or I will remove. And let me tell you why I remove the SKU. If you're using Amazon or Overstock and some others, the SKU from that particular supplier will be entered. And you understand that a lot of customers will search an SKU on Google, and then they will find your supplier and get it at a lower price. I'll just leave that there. Okay, description. Okay. Overstock always has an item number up here, and we want to get rid of that for one. And I'm actually going to paste the title that I had built up above. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to go to Format, Heading, and Heading 1. Okay? Now, very important here, you want to look through all these different bullet points and make sure that we don't have any brand names or references to your supplier. Okay? So I will leave that as is. Now, we're going to go to the features and specifications. This is what is called a heading. You'll notice that it's bold. We're going to add our main keyword from our title, which is modern dining room set features, okay? We're then going to go down to I'm going to show you a couple of extra features here though. Here you can choose your shipping returns. You can actually now create your own return policy if you so choose. On average, I like the balanced minimal. I do, however, use balanced as well. So it really depends on how much information you want in there. Okay, so we'll go with balanced minimal for now. Now we're going to go add some pictures. We're going to click Include, Gallery, Include, Include, and Include. Okay? Everybody following along with me? Okay, good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Next. I'm not going to factor in the cash back from overstock. And let me get rid of this. Okay. Then we're going to click Next again. We're going to click Next. And now let's preview the listing to see what it's going to look like. So this is basically what your Bonanza listing is going to look like before we list it. So we're going to go ahead and click Submit Listing, and I think it's going to ask me for a brand name. I think so. Let's find out. Okay, so now we just listed on Bonanza. So what I want to do now, this is a little more advanced stuff, so if you want to take some notes, let's take some notes. Okay, so we're going to go into Bonanza, and I'm going to add or edit items, right? Now, as you can see, this little green button here is not dark green. So you have to go in and edit it before it becomes live. Okay, so I'm going to click on Edit. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down, and what we will do is I can actually add the brand name here where I can't in the, okay, well, I can't in the Bonanza lister itself. So room, dining room, number of pieces was 5, modern, brand, we say use. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we've added some more information there, and we'll go through this. Looks good. Okay, we want to make sure that free shipping is enabled, and this is an absolutely correct statement here. Shoppers spend an average of 30% more when the order has free shipping. That is true of any e-commerce site. I can tell you that right now. So I will choose the economy 1 to 10 days, excuse me, based on being in the U.S. However, for U.S. Bonanza listers, understand that a lot of your suppliers, it will get delivered before the 10 days. So that in turn will make your customer happy, and they will come back and buy from you again. Am I right? Okay, so I'm going to make sure I will not ship outside of the U.S. and I have the listing price on there, and click on Save, and now it's live and can be purchased here. Okay, so I'm going to take about 3 minutes worth of questions, and then we'll get back into it. Okay, let me make something very clear again. the Bonanza Lister and the Advanced Listing Creator are listing tools only, okay? So it does not track any of your items on eBay or Bonanza. We are working on tracking software that will come out. I don't have a date right now. I'm more than happy to let you guys know as soon as I know. Okay, and another thing is this is another reason why we added the information about tracking on a manual spreadsheet. Okay, slow down on the questions. I can only get a couple at a time. Oh, okay. Okay, the settings that I have in my Bonanza account reduces the fee, which we will get into how to use the advertising and stuff in a later class. Okay, again, please download the manual tracking spreadsheet that is here. Let me show you where it is, okay? All right, so if we go to Product, Prime, Training, okay, you go to step 3, watch before you list, scroll down. Okay, under the video called How to Manually Track Your Items, there is a spreadsheet right here. Just want to click here and you can download the spreadsheet. Okay, let me take a couple more questions. Branding. Branding, what do you mean by branding? You did putting titles in the photos. Okay. We will get into more advanced SEO stuff as far as listing on Bonanza in a future training, but right now I'm showing basics. Now, regarding UPC codes on Bonanza, I have not found a need for them as of yet. Yes, the final fee calculator and sales calc are free. It's a website that you go to. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take a short break. So run to the restroom, go grab you a snack. We'll come back in about, say, 4 minutes. How's that?
Welcome to the webinar. You have entered as an attendee in listen-only mode.
So that is not an issue. When you see a strike through, it means it's not enabled. So as far as the price, yes, I did plan on going 700. Sorry about that. I forgot to uncheck it. Okay. Is it showing now? Can you see my moose? My moose. Oh my goodness. Okay, my mouth's moving. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so here again, see where price negotiable is, and it's not enabled in my booth, so that's not an issue there. Yes, I was going to go set like 700 and something, but I decided to do it a lower price for right now. I may change my mind later. You never know. So I just wanted to go through that. Okay, so and let's ask any other questions you may have based on what you have already seen before we move forward. Deal? Okay, let me talk about overstock and internationals, okay? Actually, let me, okay, yes, I can go over that. Okay. All right, slow down on the questions, one at a time. Okay, so if you are an international user, whether you are in Canada or Asia or wherever you may be, you're only going to be able to use Amazon as your supplier for Bonanza. And let me explain. Overstock, Wayfair, Walmart, and some of the others that we use on a normal basis require a U.S. shipping address. Yes, I know. Okay, so to make sure that you knew that. Can we use it in Canada? Okay. I'm not going to be answering any advanced listing creator questions right now. We're focused on Bonanza. So, Christine Hooper, I have not found a need for UPC codes in Bonanza. I am testing it out, and if I find any good info, I will actually update the training. Okay, do we need to name pictures in Bonanza? It will help, yes. Anything else before we move forward? Okay, as far as all the seasoned people that are asking questions about different information, I'm not going to go over that right now. Maybe in a future master class. Okay, do we keep Bonanza and eBay stores separately? That is entirely your choice. Again, all of your eBay listings can be imported to Bonanza. James, Aubrey, I understand what you're saying. I am listening. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Okay, so as far as the listing portion of what we just went over, do we have any questions as far as what to put into the Bonanza lister? Awesome, awesome. Okay. All right. So, again, we're going to do the exact same thing to find additional items to list. So let's think about the time of year it is right now, okay? And that's something that I'd like to go over with you. So, all right, I'll get into some more of that stuff later. Okay, so what I want to go over with you is what time of year is it? Okay, right now I'm dealing with like 19-degree weather, so it's kind of like wintry here. However, what you want to realize is what seasons or what type of things are happening right around the corner. Spring is right around the corner, yes. There we go. Got it. Okay, so we want to start listing things for, you know, even, I don't know, Valentine's Day is kind of short. Yes, rodeo, Easter, yes, absolutely. So, exactly, pools, patio sets, there we go. So we want to start listing those now, because you have to understand that when customers are out there searching for items, they normally will purchase in advance. Am I right? I know I do, so I'm just saying. So, and I have to admit, all of the stuff you guys are going over, all the different stuff, you're exactly right. So that is what you should be listing right now. Okay? So, for example, okay, let's do a patio set, right? We have some last-minute shoppers, Liz. Don't feel bad. I do it all the time. Just saying. Okay, so, okay, let's see, last-minute shopper. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to get rid of the questions now. Okay, so now when you're doing searches on Google, as you can see, I want you to look at this number. That's a lot of results off a patio set. So try to use a set of keywords that is more detailed, okay? So for example, if we wanted to say maybe metal, people will search for that. So that is more focused on a metal patio set. You know, because metal could mean wrought iron, it could mean all kinds of different things. So as you can see here, there's a bunch of different ones that we can think about listing for lots of different prices. So if we wanted to try a upholstered patio set, and again, so as you can see here, the prices range from anywhere from, well, we're going to skip the Walmart thing. That's irrelevant. So we're looking at $298 up to $500 to $17. I mean, which we're not going to go there. So finding a patio set, we could easily list it for, you know, $500, $600, even $400. So let's go look at I know, overstock's my favorite, I have to admit. Yes, wicker is another great keyword, I have to admit that. Let's just look that up then. I'm sorry. Wicker patio set. Okay, let's go back to Google, and I like that keyword, thank you for that. So let's do wicker, right? And I can't spell for some reason. Okay, so we're looking at the sponsored ads for wicker patio set, right? So over here on Overstock, there's lots of different ones. Now, I want everyone to pay close attention. We do not list Christopher Knight brand names whatsoever anywhere. Please stay away from it. Very important, okay? So again, we're going to look for items, and especially when it comes to Overstock, you want to look for items that have some really good reviews, because that tells you that the customers love it, and that's going to give you a high quality item that will be able to sell over and over again on Bonanza. Okay, I'm not going to answer any more questions right now. We're going to wait till the Q&A, which is really soon, so like a couple minutes I will answer those questions. Okay? Excuse me. So we can go through, we can make adjustments here. We can, you know, use the search function to find specifics. So we can choose brand, average customer reviews. So if we wanted to find out all the wicker patio sets that come up with great reviews, so let's see here. This could easily be listed here. This is a good one. And that's Christopher Knight, never mind. And I'll explain the Christopher Knight thing in a second. No worries. Okay, so we can, and by doing a search for this, actually this one looks really good. I like that. I might have to buy that, huh? No, I'm just kidding. You know. So again, there's several different things that you can choose from to list that you'll be able to get posted on there. So I'm going to stop with the training now. We have about 10 minutes until we're going to wrap this up, so I'm going to open up Q&A, and please keep it slow because it's going to go fast. Okay, so what do we got? Okay, let's see. Any more? Okay, on the do not list items, again, if you guys have not seen the new training, we've spent a lot of time updating a lot of information. So if you go to product, which we're already here, so if you go here, see where it says do not list these items? There's actually a video here that goes over that, and there's a PDF of the training here. Okay, so it's very, very important. Well, thank you, Jill. I appreciate that. So I wanted to make sure that you guys had absolutely the best top-notch training you could have. So we are listening. What is this? Okay, Christopher McKnight brand. They don't like their stuff being sold unless it's by them. Are there still fees? Fees? No. If your item does not sell, there's no fees. No. Okay, Kay Rogers, you would have to go through the training and watch the Bonanza training and connect your Bonanza account in the back office. And that's in the using the tools section. Let me go back up here. All the tools training is right here under using the tools. Let's see, cost to, no, Bonanza, there's no cost to register with Bonanza. They're selling a product. Well, I am so glad you guys are enjoying yourself. International landlord to this program. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm still looking at the questions. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Okay, we need to keep the questions related to what we are going over in this master class, please. Again, on the UPC codes, I haven't seen much of a difference. So again, I am still testing that out. Thank you, Betsy. I appreciate your comment. Yes, there is a cost on Bonanza when you sell your item, unless you're using their advertising, and that there is a monthly fee. Do you have, hold on. You're welcome, Kay. I am so glad you guys have enjoyed this training. I've absolutely had a blast. We've still got about 5 minutes, so any questions? Let's see. Pick me, Carly. That's adorable. Okay, as far as the profit percentage for Bonanza, I normally like to, Robin, right? Yes, I understand what you're saying. I usually use the 13% on the advertising. It's really entirely up to the user. Bonanza, as far as payments, Ryan, Bonanza allows different payment processors, so I would definitely take a look at that. Is there a wait time between eBay and Bonanza significantly? No, not really, Carl. Missed your warning sign inside my... There's so many! You guys slow down, I can't read them all. Okay, is it a good idea? Darlene, I would recommend importing your listings from eBay onto Bonanza, absolutely. I'm just absolutely amazed how much you guys are loving this training. Thank you. I don't wear glasses anymore. I have contacts. Thank you. So you like my laughs, huh? Thank you. Again. International users, I am putting something together for you, and as soon, and you can message me later. I'll deal with you later. Oh, geez, Carly. Regina. Okay, I see Carly question mark. What does that mean? Yes, it's being recorded. I did not forget to press record. Let's see. I didn't catch your name. My name is Carly J. Most of you know me. For those that you don't, you will recognize my voice from a lot of the training. Okay, let's see. A few more questions. Okay, so what did we learn today? Today we learned about how to price our eBay items, and we went over the different online calculators that you can use. We also learned about how you go about finding items, or what's actually being advertised. Curtis, I will answer that question absolutely. Most definitely. Bonanza does have a free account, guys. I want to explain that to you. So even the free account, you're still going to get sales. You're welcome, Curtis. Okay, so as far as, okay, next week, okay, let me finish before I'm going like all over the place. Sorry about that. Okay, so we learned about pricing our items. We learned about pricing our items as far as eBay goes. We talked about the online calculators we can use. We also showed you some stuff in the back office. And another thing we talked about, we got to see how the Bonanza Lister works. Like I said, it's awesome. I love it. Totally addicted. Now, okay, as far as moving forward, next week we are going to be doing some Amazon shopping profits with Nikki and Parrish. Who's excited? I am. I love them. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So, yeah, it's going to be incredible. And again, we talked about Google searches. Now, when you're doing Google searching, Infinia using calculator sales price. Okay, Liz Day, I will go over that. I have like 1 minute before we're going to end, so I'm just going to go over that real quick. Okay, depending on what level you are at in Infineon, if you're using the automation, there is a fee. So, there's Prime, Surge, and Excel, and it ranges between 2 to 3%. Does that answer that question? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, guys, I've absolutely enjoyed this. This was so much fun. Honestly, this first time I have been solo on a webinar, so this is pretty cool. It looks like you guys have enjoyed yourself, and I will personally see you guys in a couple of weeks. Oh. Wow. Night, guys.